Welcome back, Agent. Here is the current sitrep. The unspoken sector was under attack from two fronts. One is from a mysterious YouTuber known as Tosh Time. Tosh Time is responsible for canceling unspoken purpose through a court order. And unfortunately, despite wasting the court's and Google's time hearing her stupidity, the motion was granted. However, despite her attempts of silencing UP, the motion is granted in the United States only. Luckily, UP can still voice her opinion on the Red app. Don't worry, I hear UP has friends that can help her fix whatever nonsense the other side throws at her, but that's not our main agenda. Until we get more information about Tosh Time, we'll ignore that problem. The director wants us to focus on a more serious matter. Your targets are both Vaughn and Too Strong. Together, we're going to name them the Crusaders. The former UP supporters went rogue for some strange reason after discovering a group chat with the topic being UP. What's even worse, BAMS and few others are caught in the crossfire and are asking for our help. That's when the shadow sector comes in.
I thought we don't get involved in internal conflicts.
We don't. But since they reached out to the director, this situation becomes our business. We don't know why Too Strong decided to go rogue, other than what we've been slowly learning from UP. Both Vaughn and Too Strong are on a spiritual journey, yet they're targeting both BAMS and UP. The director has seen enough, and has had enough. Your first mission is to investigate the events leading to their betrayal, and your second mission is to clear BAMS's name, Agent. The director decided to treat these two as hostile. He sent the shadow sector into a different direction. The shadow sector will no longer sit by and watch UP and her allies going through a smear campaign. In other words, you're authorized to use any measures necessary to get the job done. Oh, and before you're dismissed, you're going to need a companion. Unfortunately, unlike the others, she's fresh off from training. You'll have to show her the ropes throughout this new campaign. She's not here now, so Switch will join you for the moment. Now then, Agent, dismissed, and if you see something, write something.
Welcome to the lounge. My name is Shadow, and I have a story to tell. Did you know YouTube has the ability to ban a channel in a certain region? A mysterious YouTuber, known as Tosh Time, did just that. This Tosh Time, from what we're learning, has a weird obsession of unspoken purpose. Of course, we weren't around at the time, so the beef between her and UP is hazy on our end. Recently, Tosh Time managed to have UP's channel banned in the United States through a court order. Rather than getting laughed at in court, the motion was granted, and that was the end of the unspoken sector.
Except UP still has the ability to voice her opinion on her platform. Tosh Time was on point silencing UP, but here's a part where the algorithm has a funny sense of humor. YouTube is global. What's common in the US is very interesting to the rest of the world. In other words, Tosh Time inadvertently put UP on the map with new subscribers, and the other side was really in their bag about it. But that topic is not important.
It sure isn't. The topic at hand is after the chaos Tosh Time left behind. The story is about two former supporters of UP went rogue and betrayed her and BAMS, that is Vaughn and Too Strong. In our last story, we told a story about the cyberbullying of Vaughn. Unfortunately, we'll have to tell a story about the events leading to Vaughn's betrayal. It's not personal, it's business for the witness, and the victim reached out to the shadow sector. So, here we are. This feud started one night during a live stream. UP was explaining to her viewers about what Tosh Time has done. Next thing we know, there's a commotion in the chat. Vaughn and another content creator named Blues Inspires had a bit of a feud. And thus, the panel is open.
What a poor distraction. Vaughn has her own platform and followers. Why would she want to interrupt someone else's time? Pay attention to Blue, because she plays a small role in this conflict. The argument was about Blue posting an email Vaughn sent to her. Vaughn wasn't happy with Blue posting something that Vaughn didn't want her to post. We're not sure what was said, but after digging around, it was a positive message. Sounds very harmless. But Vaughn wasn't having it, and the chat about UP's Blackout became a feud between Blue and Vaughn. This caused a lot of confusion, and some end up assuming that Blue went rogue, and it's working. But hang on to the Blue section of the story. We'll get to the part how that accusation backfired. The feud was so serious that another content creator known as Urban was fully aware of their feud, and not risking his channel getting caught up in their drama, he unmodded the two. As Vaughn was protesting about Blue's actions, things started to get very suspect. Remember Blue? Well, turns out Blue didn't do anything wrong. There were no signs of aggression from her. All we saw is her walking or cooking food. She didn't even bother to mention Vaughn's outbursts that much. Kinda odd for someone being accused of something stupid. And on that night, it was finally put to rest. Or so we think. The next time UP went live, she was really upset. Someone created a group chat dedicated to UP and BAMS. At first, the unspoken sector thought it was just coming from the State Gang and Sippers, but it turns out it wasn't them. It took a while till we learned who was responsible. And this is where we are. The situation was so bad. At the time, a certain content creator reached out to the shadow sector. That content creator was no other than BAMS herself. We'll get to her side of the story in a moment. The next live, it was learned that Vaughn was responsible for the group chat, and a commentary about it was established. During the panel, a woman named Mika, Vaughn, Too Strong, and Truth Is. We'll leave Truth Is out of this. She has a separate story in the works, and it's really messed up on how she got thrown under the bus. Back on the topic.
I don't want no parts of you, Bam, Truth Is, nobody that be out here fucking being messy.
Wow, she sure sounds a bit whiny and defensive.
Mika, I told you I
I'm the
still
one
wanted
being
to be
messy,
cool
but
with
I
you.
didn't know.
Too Strong,
I didn't
I
know
told you I
anything.
still wanted to be cool
How
with
am
you.
I being
Because when the
messy,
truth
Vaughn?
comes out, y'all throw people under the bus.
I was thrown up under the bus. How in the world am I being messy?
And stop
Y'all
muting my
started-
mic, UP.
Oh, I would never let someone tell me what to do on my live stream. It was at this moment, UP should have grabbed her belt and done something like this.
Don't test me, bitch. Don't test me, bitch. Thou shalt not test me, bitch.
I know we act a fool before hitting 30, but seriously after 30, time to seriously grow the hell up.
When y'all recorded my phone conversation, or whatever you saying.
Who is y'all?
Who is y'all?
Who is y'all?
Who are these people?
The ones doing the yelling, unless UP and Mika were doing voice impersonations.
Who is y'all? Who is y'all? You got to speak clearly so the people can understand. Cause Too Strong ain't did nothing to you. Well, did I express my? But you got to be honest with the people. You out here, and you trying to twist and contort some stuff. But you got to be honest with the people, man. You want to be out here and be truthful. Be truthful, unspoken.
About
But
what?
Don't
you
lie.
just said you heard. You just said you heard.
Don't.
UP say
She
that
said
too.
y'all recorded.
No,
That's what
you
she said. But she did say that.
Said it.
Did you not say that I was gonna go work with Money Boy Trey and took her DM? And this is something that I wanted. That I wanted to what's called, and you had an opportunity to talk to me, and you still push your live button, man. And then you wanted to talk after the fact. I don't want to talk to you. What you talking about? I don't want to talk to you. You wanted to come out here. Oh, I got to be honest. You up here doing all that screaming, hollering, and lying.
Wow. So Too Strong went from Too Strong the Most to becoming a Louisiana State Trooper reliving her days serving the Marines.
The news of Vaughn and Too Strong's betrayal made waves from the other side. Everyone was praising Too Strong for her so-called departure from the unspoken sector. But little did they know Too Strong already left. She just needed two ingredients, a distraction, and a dumb ass to take the fall when shit hits the fan. Remember why I keep saying pay attention to Blue? Because the plan was for Blue to become a distraction, fooling the unspoken sector into believe that Blue was about to go rogue, and it almost worked, except the email. After learning that said email was just a positive message and the plan backfired, someone warned UP about the group chat, so they switched to plan B. Throw everyone who was in that group chat under the bus. But again, they need a distraction, a better one. And who could be a better distraction to fool everyone into thinking she's responsible for all this? The answer is simple. If you want to be a bad guy, and you want to blame someone for anything, and if you're from the other side, then look no further than blaming Bams. The news of the betrayal made its way to Bams. Little is known about her, but wherever she goes, a sector known as J4K will remind her and blame her for everything. You can't get it up. Blame Bams, your tunnel is dry. Blame Bams. The 2nd Avenue subway won't be a fully subway line way after our time is up. Blame Bams. I've had the addiction to Flintstones vitamins growing up. I'm blaming her ass for that. Do you see the pattern here?
J4K. I don't think the K stands for Kanika. More like 4 kilos of whatever the hell they're smoking. I mean, you got to be extremely delusional if you believe Kanika transformed into a water bottle or got frozen by Sub-Zero for not answering a simple question.
I asked a simple question.
Anyway, Bams is fully aware that she's going to be blamed for this infighting going on and broke her silence. Here's the fun part. Bams was never involved in this, and it wasn't the first time Bams and Vaughn had a falling out, but slowly Bams' regrets reunited with Vaughn. Accountability is one of our greatest obstacles to avoid, but it happens. The news of Too Strong's so-called departure made headlines from those who don't like both Bams and UP. Oh wow, the stupidity is strong in this one. Schoolyard bullying? That's rich coming from someone who docks the director and stalking an autistic 18-year-old, and anyone who speaks out against truth hurts.
And for the record, the director didn't hit the like button. The Kids Bop version of Shadow Storyteller has a supporter named Raina, and spoiler alert, his homegirl has a story coming soon. There's a skirmish going on in Philly, and we're going to cover that.
Sure, schoolyard bullying. I'm positive they're using those ass pills from Jedediah Brown.
And now both Vaughn and Too Strong are on a spiritual journey. The only new supporters they got are those who don't like UP and Bams. Oh, and Ms. Testicular Malfunction over there has an upcoming story. The sick fuck. Bet you're wondering why all this. Why Too Strong wasted 4 years playing in UP's face if she knew damn well she doesn't like her to begin with. And why Vaughn did the about face. The answers will reveal themselves as this season goes on. For this is just the beginning of the betrayal, so we'll wrap this up for the time being. And this is Shadow signing off, and if you see something, write something.
Nice work, Agent. This situation left a bad taste to everyone involved. And this J4K? There are reports that they're inserting themselves in this mess. What's the Kanika community doing snooping around other than harassing Bams? A lot of unanswered questions that's going to reveal themselves. I hear that the director knew Bams as far back during the days of Tiffany M. Draper. I'm sure she would be proud of the director defending Bams had she been alive. Something tells me that this betrayal is just the tip of the iceberg. Return to base for a debrief. We have a lot of cases to go through. Thank you for visiting Shadow Storyteller. If you like what you saw, hit the like and bell to keep up. Until next time.
If you don't know me by now, you will never, ever, ever know me.
Thank God. Boss, I thought you said you have a mission for us, not forcing us to sit through an audition of love and hip-hop.
So the J4K sector decides to jump in, eh? This just keeps getting worse.
Who are they, Nick? They sound like some powerful group.
I can answer that. The J4K sector is a community which focuses on the Kanika Jenkins case. Few key players are over there. After Teresa Martin settled the case, things are quiet. As we've learned, they have a grudge against Bams and UP.
Yes, you are correct, Agent. Now they've inserted themselves in the firefight between the Crusaders, Bams, and UP. We've picked up a live stream from Truth Is. We stayed quiet, for we don't know their intentions of coming over to Truth Is. And not too long ago, the director promised one of its members that the Shadow sector will not continue to investigate Lovely the Great. But after hearing this, the director may go back on his word. But that's not important right now. I have a new assignment for you two. This is Anaya and Rashid. Together they're called Bonnie and Clyde.
Assistant Director, we have a problem.
Spit it out, H, not like we're in a big hurry.
I've received reports that the unspoken sector is under attack again last night. It appears Too Strong is hosting a block party.
A block party? It looks like Pastor Amanda doesn't sound like a bad guy.
No sound, he means Too Strong somehow raided UP's live stream and either had people spamming her chat or blocking them.
That's correct, Lieutenant. And that's exactly what she did.
We know Too Strong is very talented, but damn, this could be a problem. Continue your investigation. H, I'll inform the director about the reports. The rest of you start making preparations for your next mission. Stacy and Lisa are still getting harassed by Trey Naya's repetitive rants, and she's getting bold lately. We need to intervene. Dismissed.